Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday Sandbox stream. Fix my audio level so I don't make you all go deaf out. And yeah, it is a beautiful day here in New England. It's actually nice outside for once. I hope you all had a great weekend, and thank you for joining us again. As always, we are doing our sand giveaways, so we're doing our 3 here. We've only got a few people in, so you've got lots of a much greater chance of winning right now as we get this giveaway started. So let's go ahead and get that launched. 1 second, I forgot to log into the giveaway tool. And Joseph is with us again. Hi, Joseph.
Hi, how are you doing this morning? Afternoon, evening, depending on where you are in the world.
Let's see. All right, so let's pull up over the news, and we are going to start with exclamation point fountain for the giveaway. So go ahead and type that. You remember you have to be on twitch.tv/thesandboxgame to enter that giveaway. And this is for 100 sand. And of the 3 people who are going to win today, one of them is going to get an NFT. So good luck. Make sure you join that really soon, because we're gonna finish that giveaway in just a minute. So let's go over what's been going on with the Sandbox. So let's see here. So we had the Under the Sea contest, which ended 2 days ago on the 24th. And let's see the winners for that. So, no competitions are available. Whoops. That's just the voting page. I've got a link here for the winners. Here we go. So, first place was Zillinus the Triton Prince, which I believe was Chimpastion, but it doesn't actually say the name there. If I click on it, does it say it? Yes, that was Chimpastion. So congratulations on that win for this really awesome glowing underwater prince. Second place winner was the Deep Sea Explorer by who was that? Nexonic. Very cool vehicle there. And the third place winner, I believe this was Sissipe. Yep. Is the Siren and the Spear of Mare. Or Mer, I guess, if it's a mermaid. So very cool animation there with that tail. Very interesting use of, basing it off of our human template, but making significant changes for that cool animation. So congratulations to all 3 of you. They each won a land for their entry. And
very nice.
so we do these every other week. First, second, and third place winners, they get to upload these to the marketplace, and they have rarities based on their placement. So this will be a legendary asset, this will be an epic asset, and this will be a rare asset. So when that goes for sale on the marketplace, that'll affect their value, how expensive they are to buy, and how limited of an edition they are. So people will be able to buy these from the marketplace once that's open for everything. And then they win a land out of it also. So very cool. We do this just about every other week, so make sure you keep an eye on forum.sandbox.game for when the next contest is announced. Then we've also got the Substack. So if you check out the sandbox.substack.com, you can get our newsletter, which has all sorts of tasty tidbits. So we've got lots of stuff going on with sand. We've had airdrops going for sand, so landowners and ambassadors and everybody's just been rolling around in the sand like a day on the beach. It's awesome. The sand volume on Binance is kind of a good indicator of how much people are interested in it. You can see how much people are selling and buying and all the trading going back and forth. So 55 million USD tokens is the volume that sand has been trading at, which is mind-boggling. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I, I don't even know like what I would do with all that sand. I mean, obviously
Right,
that's not
right.
one person. That's a whole bunch of people trading that back and forth. But that is a lot of money. So very cool. As you know, you'll see the value of sand go up and down, and you know, hopefully over time it will continue to grow and make a cool investment. But this really tells you like the activity going on, and that volume is just it's gonna go up once the marketplace opens and people are buying and selling and trading land and assets, and games are using it. So that's all going to well, would that show up on the Binance volume? I'm not sure on that actually. That might just be for
So
trade.
Alex, in a way that does show up on the Binance volume because currently, almost all of the sand that's in liquidity, a good 2/3 of all the sand is sold on Binance, and some of that is moving off onto other platforms and making it into individual folks' wallets. But pretty much, you're going to see the volume go up when we see an announcement of the land sale. It'll probably explode on Binance just a little bit. The
Pe-
price is already going up because there have been some whispers in the wind that sand will be the method to purchase your land with. And once that's confirmed officially, I think that's going to explode the volume and the price a little bit.
Nice. Yeah, and yeah, so you're going to see the volume go up when people start purchasing more sand to buy assets and to buy land. Is kind of what you're getting at, right?
Yes, exactly.
Right. Okay. Hi, Chrysalia. Chrysalidia. I think I got it there. I saw my name pop up in the chat. Welcome. So yeah, we've got this poll going on Twitter. Well, it's not a poll. It's more, you know, comment what exchange you're interested in. So obviously it's on Binance right now, and we're looking at expanding to other wow, exchanges. The word is literally right there in the middle of my screen. I'm like staring at it like, what's the word? So yeah, we're looking at what exchanges people are interested in. So you know, mention your favorite exchange on this tweet, and or you know, give a like or retweet or whatever to somebody who's already said the one that you like, so we can kind of get an idea of what marketplaces people are excited about. What else is going on here? We've got some really cool demo videos. Do we want to watch this? I think it's only like a minute long. I think we should. Let's watch this because this is really cool. Yeah, it's a minute long. This is a really cool level somebody did. I don't know what the. There we go. There's the audio. So I think this was one of our Game Maker Fun people did this. It's a little bit loud. So you really see how I mean, you see this on the stream when I do it, but just how fast you run around and the motion of the rolling and the combat is just so much fun to like jump and duck around. I mean, we should do a Dark Souls game. So you see a different combat going on with our giant assets and stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm loving the underwater, right? Playing right back into the aspects of the theme this week. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, so that was a really cool level that got put together there. There's some more videos going on. There's the Chinese Ask Me Anything with Sebastian, our COO, happened. So check out all those videos. Lots of cool stuff going on. I mean, really, just every week there's awesome stuff going on. So if you're not following Sandbox on Twitter, definitely do that because there's so much stuff to learn about. And oh hey, there's us right there. Let's see what else is going on. That's just more about us. And then also, yes, we mentioned this on last stream. There was the update for VoxEdit. So if you are working in VoxEdit and you have not downloaded the new update, you need to fix that right now. Because this update is awesome. There's not a whole lot of new stuff, but one specific new thing is the new timeline, which is amazing. It works so much smoother. It's so much easier to use for adjusting your nodes, for getting a nice overview of your entire animation timeline. Just lots of great improvements to the animation timeline. So if you are doing any animation at VoxEdit, you need to get that update right away. Dashboard update. We did mention this last stream. There is now the social login. So if you do not have a Sandbox account yet, you can set one up almost instantly just by using, was it Twitter, Facebook, and I didn't see what the third one was, Google. So use any of those three, which almost everybody has at least one of those. So use one of those three to set up your account really quickly. And if you don't have like a MetaMask or Brave browser or Bitski wallet to log in with. And Cointelegraph's talking about stuff going on. So there's the Sandbox is popping up in news sources, other places. So lots of cool stuff. We are going to do the giveaway. Wow. We when I started looking at the news, we had 11 viewers, and now we've got 29 entries for the giveaway. So let's see who the winner is. It is yes, Brian. We are on Twitch. We are twitch.tv/thesandboxgame. You've watched us on Twitch before, haven't you? I could have sworn I've seen Brian on Twitch before.
I've definitely seen Brian's name on the Twitch.
So, Avatar 2233411, you are the winner of Sand. So, you can go ahead and whisper to the Vision X, which is Joseph, our producer here. You might actually message him. That might be faster. You're going to whisper to each other on Twitch, get your Ethereum wallet over to us, and we will transfer over 100 Sand. And stay tuned because you can win in the other two, possibly. You can at least enter in the other two giveaways. And one of the three winners will get an NFT. So let's go ahead and fire up the Game Maker. And Joseph, was there anything about the staff AMA that you wanted to share?
Yes. So in our last session, we needed to kind of clarify a question about the NFT assets, right?
Yes.
We had a question about buying an NFT asset, and the question was then, will buying an NFT asset allow you to use it once or multiple times per game, or in unlimited games per token? So the answer to this question was clarified for the entire staff, and that is that if you buy an NFT asset on the marketplace that someone else published, you can use it, but only in one published game per asset that you buy. So if you have 2,000 of a common tree asset, that means you could publish 2,000 different games with that tree asset. But if you own just one legendary dragon, then that dragon can only be present in your one game, and no other instance of that dragon, unless it has like 200 copies. You won't see that dragon in the world anywhere else.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah, so that was a bit of clarity because initially we were wondering if it was coming from own one asset and you can use it in multiple of your lands, but the fact is that once you publish your land, the asset goes inside of another smart contract and kind of gets used for that smart contract that is your game. So each one of these games, when you actually publish it, becomes a smart contract with all of its code and all of its situations programmed in there, including what NFT assets you put in there. So that sand fountain would in this case be used or consumed except by its original designer, Alex, right? So it's a pretty cool aspect, and it helps define rarity in the space. So it's nice clarity to have.
And Montreal or Mont Richard probably has a good question that kind of clarifies a little more. So yes, this would be defined as a lot or an estate. Not a single land, because we can make a game that's multiple lands, and there's not going to be when you make a 2x2 or 2x1 or 4x4 game experience, it does not have any sort of like separation between them in the game maker. So if I made a 4x4, I could put the sand fountain all across the whole thing, and that would count as my one use across that whole estate when it gets published to the game maker. So that's there's no real distinction in game experience numbers when you have a multi-land estate for the game. But if I had two separate estates, or even two separate lands, even if they're adjacent and they're not put together as an estate, so it's two separate lands being uploaded to them, then yes, you would need two fountains to do one for each. So that's a good little clarification on there. And yes, we almost everything that you'll see me do on stream, I see this question pop up a lot, it's almost always a 1x1 land. So this is a single 96 by 96 by 128 tall land. It just works better on my computer for streaming purposes. And really, when we have like an hour to do this stuff, I don't have time to really go past one land, because that it's, you know, we've been working on single lands. On Saturday, we have our little medieval wizard quest that we've been working on for a couple months with doing little tweaks, and we haven't even like scratched the surface of what we can do on a single land. So these hour-long sessions are really not enough to take advantage of a large estate. Plus my computer would not like it. So that's kind of the reasoning there. So for those of you who weren't with us last week, we put this game together in just the duration of the stream. We went a little bit long. We started a little bit late and we went a little bit long, but it was less than an hour to build this whole game. If it starts, what is going on here? Oh, that's what I was talking about with the fog getting stuck. There we go. Okay. It's just, I don't know why I didn't do it the first time. So we built this game, and it's collecting the coins. It's a pretty simple concept. There's tweaks that we need to make it really playable. But you start in the central area. You'll notice that all the crates that were in the sky disappeared, and those are coin spawners. So they spawn coins while these little rock formations spawn skeletons to fight us. So there's a lot of little tweaks that need to be done to make this really a more exciting game experience, because it's actually pretty easy to collect these coins as long as you don't fall into the lava, because there's no way out of the lava right now, which is something that we can fix very easily. So after you collect 20 coins, you do have to jump on them, because if you run up to them, you actually kick them like that. So you kind of have to stomp on them.
Mario style.
Mario style. I think
Yeah.
there's probably things that we could do to the interaction range, maybe. I would have to look into that some more to just like run straight through them. And they are technically a shield. So I saw that question in there. So as you can see here, when I made the sand fountain, I made an actual coin, and this was based after the graphic that we use for representing sand coins. So if you look at all the advertising around sand, you'll see images that look kind of like this. So when I made the sand fountain, this is what I was going for. And then we've got the light reflection on it there. But the actual asset that we're using here is a shield, because there isn't can't talk right now. There isn't an in-game coin at this moment. So if we type in shield, it is actually a golden treasure shield is what that shows up as. And I think if we type in treasure, yeah, there's ones like this where you can do like a whole collection of stuff. I mean, we could even just plop that right there. That looks pretty cool. So what we can do today is something that I wanted to do for the last stream, and we just didn't have time. I was having too much fun with landscaping. We can make our skeletons go after these coins. So what we need to do is make sure that there is a tag associated with the coins when they spawn. I believe there already is a coin tag on them. Let's double check that. And then we can have the skeletons try to chase after that. Actually, I think that was we'll need to double check that, because I believe there was another factor in there. And why is there? Oh, I can't see it because of the fog. That's weird. It's like really invisible. Normally without the fog on, you can see the invisible blocks, but it's setting the visibility to yeah, I'm not
That's some
sure.
good fog, you know.
Well, I think it's using the running game rendering, which has more shading filters on it. So it's because you'll notice that the double fountain is gone also. If we yeah.
So Alex, while you're doing that, this is a question that I haven't tested. I never operate offline, but a question that the chat asks: when you're using the game maker, it must always be connected to the internet, right?
Nope. You'll want it to be connected to the internet so you can log in. But once you've logged in, it will. I think you have to wait for it to actually launch a land. So you could just start it up, and I believe you can log in offline. Obviously, I can't test that while I'm streaming, but I'm pretty sure you do need to be connected to the internet to actually log into your account. But if you have like data caps and stuff like that, and you want to turn off your internet while you're building, you can do that. Your land is saved locally as you're editing before you've published, so it's not. There's no internet activity at this moment associated with the game maker right now. Even as I'm saying these words, this isn't calling out to the internet for anything. The only time that you would really need besides logging in is downloading any new assets that you have. So like I published all these plants on the marketplace last week, and I need to log into the game maker and start working on a land for my library to update with all this stuff. You might have to open the library tab also, press the L key to bring it up, or press on one of these plus buttons. I'm not sure if they start downloading before you open the library. I've never really tested it offline. But yeah, as far as editing, once your whole library is updated, you can disconnect from the internet. It should work fine. You can save, you can edit. You just once you're done and you exit, you won't be able to log back in until you reconnect to the internet. But if you're with spotty internet or anything like that, should work fine. So let's see what we are spawning here. So it's spawning the treasure shield, no behavior. Let's edit the logic and let's see. So we can add a tag. Ground prey is the tag there. So the skeletons might actually go after and attack it, but I can't guarantee that. So let's actually put a skeleton down and let's see what the default. It doesn't even have to be a skeleton. We can just put down this amp. A nice I forgot what this is based off of. It's a obviously a guitar amp, but it's not Martin. I can't remember the name of the brand. Let's see. So if we set the behavior to be a ground predator, by default, they chase after ground prey with capitals. Okay, so I had lowercase, which is probably why it didn't work last week. So let's see. The idea is that the skeletons are competing with you for the coins, and they're going to try to get to them before you do. And I just want to rotate these because I was going to do that and then I didn't do it. And rotate randomly. There we go. Got to be pretty. So if we set the camera view so that way they're all lined up horizontally like this, we can actually select all of these at once. We should see them all light up yellow. Oh, I missed one over here. Was not in the camera view. And I believe that is all of the spawners. And now we can go and change that to capital ground prey. And let's see how that works now. So once the coins start spawning, we should see the skeletons start going after them. So we might have to wait a minute and see. Let's kick a coin over. We're gonna bait them. So they should start attacking them. I don't know if the coins have health right now. I forgot to check on that. And the skeleton doesn't seem too interested. They do have health. Let's see if this guy's a little more active. So it says he's hungry. So he should start looking for some prey. And maybe these shields just don't look tasty to him. I don't know. Oh, there they go. So they're not super aggressive because they're not spawning hungry. So the Sandbox really wants to make like an like a biological ecosystem out of all of this. So as you are putting in prey and predators and adding those behaviors, the goal is sort of that the assets will automatically determine that they're hungry and that they want to go search for food. So you won't have wolves that just go and devour everything immediately in a forest. They will get hungry and then go hunting. And then once they've eaten something, they'll be kind of passive for a little while. So that helps give kind of a natural flow to everything. And I think we've spawned too many coins and it's getting a little bit laggy. You can see the treasures piling up. So we're going to go ahead and end that session. But so the skeletons are attacking the coins, which is good. We want that. Let's see if we can spawn them a little bit hungrier. I don't think that we can do that much. Let's see. So we're spawning. Yeah, we can't set how hungry they're spawning. But these are all sorts of features that will you'll have more options to customize these later on. Right now we're really focused on building in basic behaviors that are going to be common and useful for most people making games, and then kind of unlocking the full potential of those abilities later. Something that we talked about a little bit in our meeting is that visual scripting is still something that is going to be happening. It might not happen for launch though, so it's still on the table. It's still something that we want to unlock the potential for anybody to make any kind of game. Just for version 1 coming out towards the well, is it beta or is it version 1? There is actually a new roadmap which we can pull up on the screen. What is it? I think it's in the About Us section. Sorry, I had to mute there for a second. I had a little tickle in my throat. I didn't want to deafen you all. So if we go to, I think it's, oh, here it is, roadmap. So there's updated dates for everything. So you can see that we've got stuff planned out to 2023 right now. So we've got some long-term plans. And we're looking at VoxEdit 1.0 release in 4th quarter, which is October, November, December of this year. Game public beta is planned for the 4th quarter of this year. I believe game player, I saw it. Official release 1.0 of the game is planned for next year. So there will be the public beta. Anybody will be able to play games in the metaverse. So what we're looking at for that is there may be some minor visual scripting options, but the full power and depth of what will be possible will not necessarily be realized this year, but is still very much in the works. So it's exciting though to like see how far things have come just since pre-alpha, and what's going to be possible in the near future. So I see we're about halfway through stream, so let's get the next giveaway going. So make sure you're on twitch.tv/thesandboxgame. I hear a small hand knocking on my door.
We have a guest again, huh?
Hi. There's a whole horde of children here. There's two of them.
Oh, nice.
They decided to invade. So make sure you're on twitch.tv/thesandboxgame and type !fountain into the chat. You want to say hi? Yeah. Okay, and you got to say hi to Maggie if you want to win. So
there it is.
Hi.
You wave to the camera. It's over there.
Hi.
They can't see the monitor right now. So. All right. You go find mommy? Yeah. Okay. So yes, that giveaways for 100 sand, and then of the 3 winners today, we will pick an NFT winner. I'm trying really hard to get Wizzy minted for the Saturday stream because I'm running out of sand fountains, and I don't want to be all out before the next giveaway item is ready to go. So we will do our best to get Wizzy all set up. So these guys will go after the coins, but we can make. Oh, really? Okay. All right. We'll just close that. So we are going to make some skeletons who are like dedicated hunters. They might not even go after the player necessarily. They will, and the door opened back up.
Nice.
No boundaries. So we can do these without swords, and we will make them so they do not attack the player. They are just there to collect coins as fast as possible. So they need to be the ground predator behavior, which they are. We can expand that area to we'll try to give them like the whole square area. So we're going to increase their zone. I think 8 will be enough. Maybe 9. I was close. I'll do 10. I don't think they'll walk off the edge. I guess we'll find out. Be kind of funny if they did. And they are going to go after ground prey, but not the avatar. So they're not going to try to attack the player. We can even make them invincible, so we can't attack them. They're just going to be... Well, we're going to pretend that this is like a multiplayer event. So these are going to be our opponents in the game. Now, multiplayer is planned for the launch of the game, so that is something that they're working really hard on doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to have multiplayer hopefully very soon. And this wouldn't be just like you solo trying to collect coins with no like competition. This would be, 4 players each starting, and you could keep to your own zone or you can invade other people's zones. We could look at doing power-ups, doing all sorts of fun stuff with that. So let's see. We're going to increase the attack range, increase the detection range, and detection range is not huge, but he's going to roam around in this area, and that detection range is going to move with him. So basically any coins that fall in this area, he's going to be able to get. We're going to do highest attack damage possible. I don't think we can set the coin's health level, so the coins are going to be a little bit difficult to kill. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we probably don't even want him as a ground predator. If we do him... She's trying to play my guitar right now. Maggie. Oh, to be 2 again.
Not a care in the world, you know what I mean? Like, everything's really relaxed.
2 and defiant.
Oh, you know, that happens.
They kind of go hand in hand. So,
Yep.
so if we do them as a farmer, hold on. What I'm wondering right now is, where is my wife? Anyway, what was I saying? If we make them a farmer, they're going to try to collect the coins, and it's not based on damage. They will instantly collect them as soon as they grab them. So we do a farmer. We keep that same gathering zone. They're not going to go after the plant tag. They're actually going to go after the ground prey tag. And we're using the ground prey tag because by default, the spawning skeletons are going to try attacking the coins, and that will be one way to get rid of them. So we're just using that same tag, even though it doesn't really make sense, to read ground prey. It's just that's the only option we have to make the spawned skeletons attack the coins. So the farmer's going to go after the ground prey, and we will just increase the gather speed. Enemy tags, they're not going to be scared of the other skeletons, so it doesn't actually need an enemy tag at all. It doesn't need to detect enemies. It doesn't need to flee. Doesn't need any of those options. It's just going to walk around quickly and gather as fast as it can. So these guys might actually be pretty fierce competitors for us. We might need to tone them down a bit. So we're going to do 1 for now and see how well it works. And then if it works well, we can duplicate it out to the other spots. That way we don't have to change a bunch of them later. So let's get over to a bridge. Coins are going down, and let's see if he even cares. He is just kind of chilling there. You gonna do anything?
Is that a skeleton?
That is a skeleton.
Is it possibly a radius that he needs to care with?
He should be walking around to anything in that area.
Okay.
Yeah, you got the answer, Maggie?
Yeah. Answer.
You got the answer.
Yeah.
So let's see. We've got farmer, ground prey. That is the correct tag for the coins. It's got the capitalization. He's got the walk speed. Gathering zone. Maybe he just didn't feel like doing it. Let's try that one more time, and maybe we can. Because I know for a fact that farmers will go after a spawned item, because we tested that before in a previous stream. God, do something. Maggie was saying it's not nice that I hit the skeleton with the sword. So I'm not sure what his deal is. He should be really excited about all this stuff on the ground. Let's double check our tags here. I'm sure I spelled that right. Ground prey with capitals. And what are these spawning? These are spawning ground prey. We could also have him go after coin. That shouldn't make a difference. Oh, maybe it has to satisfy both. Are you bringing the whole chair over?
Yeah.
They've just decided to invade my workspace. He's a dead farmer. Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. Question in the chat says, in a future release, can I make an NFT that the player owns be used in multiple games I make? And the answer to that is kind of simple. So what defines an NFT is a kind of a serial number. And that serial number says this NFT is unique. And that NFT being unique is going to get wrapped into another NFT each time that you publish your game, right? And this technology is what makes the Sandbox unique. So if you want to use a single NFT in multiple games, if you've designed the NFT, you can use it in as many of your games as you like because you're not going to mint the asset to the blockchain. You are going to have the original unminted version. Um, but if you are buying an NFT, then you are buying one serial number of the NFT. You can buy 2 or 3 serial numbers, and then you can put those in as many as copies you own. But there will always be a limited number of those NFTs that have ever been minted. For instance, the legendary dragons that were part of the premium assets that went with premium lands in the August 4th sale, there's only 200 of each type. And so those assets can only be used in 200 lands in the world for each type of dragon, and then never again. So hopefully that answers the question more completely. We do have an article about it, and I am going to paste it in the chat in reply to your question so that you can read a little bit more about how NFT assets work and how that's going to help define ownership of these assets that you create, true ownership going forward.
Thank you for that very thorough answer. Maggie's not convinced, though.
Oh, there you go. It's all right. Maggie will learn. She's
Yeah.
going to be a coder,
Oh, yeah.
right up.
They're going to understand blockchain before I do at this rate. So.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm not sure what's up with this this skeleton farmer. He just does not want to do his job. So let's try with something else. So I do know that there is there's the guy from the bazaar, and I've actually used him as a farmer before. So let's make sure that the this is where we do troubleshooting. So let's do some plants here. Let's see, nature, and let's find plant, not nature. Let's grab I think we've used this as wheat before because there's not actually like a specific wheat, or we can do some actual plants. I've got some potato plants that I made. These are pretty nice looking, I think. So we've got some plants. They should by default have the plant behavior. Message to destroy. Oh. It might be because we don't have a kill message, although that doesn't make sense to me. Because I'm pretty sure the coin doesn't have to be a plant, but we can try. That might actually kill my computer to have that many plants falling from the sky, though. So let's just see. Let's make sure that this works. So citizen, farmer. I've got like a not an echo. What are you girls doing? While I try to gather my thoughts, let's end this giveaway.
All right.
So, the winner is Scumbag Squirrel. Congratulations. So, that sounds like some of the squirrels my dad had in his attic. All right. So, we've got the plant, and all right, that's enough. They're actually going to like hurt each other if they don't stop. All right, down. Down. All right, go see mommy. Go. They're like climbing on top of each other on a rolly chair that can spin. It's like not a great idea. All right, so what were we doing? We got this plant, and it's got health. We've got a farmer. So basically, we're going to isolate what's making. We're going to make sure that plant farming works, because I've done it before, so it should work. And then we're going to isolate which thing is missing from the coins to make sure that we can get it. So plants, that's all pretty simple. So the farmer should almost immediately start collecting the plants over here. So he is walking around.
All right, so I've got a question in the chat that I'm going to answer with an image and then explain kind of what's going on. So the question here is ERC 1155 tokens will be cheap. What will we do with gas on Ethereum? So the ERC tokens are all built on the Ethereum blockchain at its base, but I'm pasting an image in here. Oh, that apparently broke a little bit, the link. Let me try that one more time. So the in this article, and I'll just link the article rather than trying to link this. And I'm doing this over on Twitch. Most of the chat appears to be on Twitch this morning. So in this article, if you scroll down just a bit, this talks about what is sand, the sand tokens, and how are they used. So almost all transactions that happen regarding the sandbox are actually happening in sand and not in ETH. And so with the sand smart contract, we are using what's called a relayering system so that we can essentially avoid gas fees for end users like our creators as much as possible. So they go into the signed message, including the amount of sand to execute the message, goes into the relayer, which sends that message to the Pixel team. And then the Pixel wallet will process the transaction on the Ethereum blockchain, along with, from my understanding, many other transactions, transactions at the same time. So after that group is placed together, that's going to help cut down on those gas fees, and then the transaction hash is coming back to the original creator. So that should help cut down your gas fees quite a bit. If you're a designer, if you're an asset creator, a game maker, you won't have to worry that much about gas fees compared to, say, sending $5 to somebody that you know on the network that would normally cost you like $2 to send right now. So hopefully that answers that question.
So, farmers seem to be broken right now. I'm not sure if it's something in what I've set up with the game, because I know that we did a demonstration of setting up a asset spawner to spawn plants a few weeks ago. I still have that demo that we could look at and see if that works, but I don't want to spend time on that right now. So I think we're going to skip the farmer aspect of it. I saw somebody ask about a harvest command, and that's for very pretty. Lots of colors.
Yeah, that's the colors.
So there's a way to harvest, but that's if you make it a resource. So that would be, I think, or is it a component? My brain is failing me at the moment. It's not loot. That's the one I always click first, and that means that if it dies, it drops something. If it is not a pickable component, it's actually nap time, and she does not like nap time. So, pickable component, loot component, collectible component. So if you have collectible component, that's how you can collect items. That's actually what we're doing for the coins. That's how we're picking them up. If you do, you can either have it as collision or interaction. So for the coins, we have it for collision. I don't know that we can actually change it. I think by default it's collision. If we look at the logic here, yeah, it's collectible, and it's not. Why is there an avatar input configuration on the coins that are spawning? I don't know why that's there. That's interesting. Let's get rid of that component. That might actually be causing issues. Avatar input configuration can really only be put on the avatar, and that's how you adjust things like whether he's holding a sword or not, his inertia, things like that. Excuse me. I think my allergies are acting up because I was all congested this morning and now my throat's all itchy. Not the COVID, I hope. I don't know where I would have got. I've been good. I've been wearing my mask. I haven't been going anywhere.
Yep.
So let's see. I don't need that anymore. So we've got the coins dropping down. And by default, they're doing the touch to collect. So yes, and we're doing one more giveaway. So stick around. You still have a chance to win today. I saw that with all are those dogs or cats? What are those? I can't tell what those emotes are.
They are little doggies and then a cat at the end.
Oh, okay, so it's both. So let's see. So farmer's not working for us right now. So let's go ahead and do ground prey. Well, if we do ground prey, I think we can take the tag off. If we take the ground prey tag off, then I think it won't get attacked by the spawning ones. Not sure. We will find out. So we don't need to detect enemies, but we do need to detect food. And the food tag is going to be coin. And we're going to take off ground predator. And we'll increase our walk speed and flee speed, even though we don't have them fleeing. Max hunger, we'll set it to 1, so they're like immediately hungry. Eating duration, that's a newer one. Does it say how much time your asset takes to eat a target? So we'll say 0. They're just gonna like run right over it. So okay, there's tooltips now. You know, that's a new 0.2 feature that I haven't like taken the time to enjoy. That there's tooltips that actually explain what these do to me.
In the interest of science, if you drop down the behavior and you highlight one of those, like where it says ground prey, if you click the drop down menu on that and highlight it, does it also show a tooltip?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. Because there's a question in the chat earlier about the kind of maybe a way to define what those tasks do, or maybe a short video. And so I'm thinking about working on that over the course of the next week and trying to help, get something going so people can understand better what they do if they've never used it before.
I do briefly mention it. I don't explain every one, and there might be some new ones since I made the video. I think for behaviors, they're all included, except maybe the replace asset. So I do mention these briefly and the way they interact with each other in the Sandbox Game Maker tutorial playlist. I think the last, the first one's creating land, second one's terrain, third one's placing assets. Then it's basic behaviors and then more complicated behavior interactions. So like those last 2 videos kind of discuss some of them, but it's mostly about I think it's the 4th video that's more about the interactions of the behaviors, prey, predator, plants, and then like fighters, healers, NPCs, stuff like that. That's the VoxEdit tutorial. So you actually want the playlist for the Game Maker, which is a separate one.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
I just saw that pop up in the chat. I'm like, no, not that one.
Yeah.
I don't have a pretty tiny URL for the Game Maker.
Very nice. Okay. Give me just one moment. Then
It's one of those ugly YouTube playlist links. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be great. Let's see.
So yeah, I don't deep dive into those. I do want to make videos about those. It's just we've had a lot going on with the Sand launch and pre-sales and creator fun stuff going on. So it's just there's only so many hours in the week.
Yep.
But there will be tutorials on all this stuff, and a lot of them will have to get updated in the future as these things get more advanced. I would suggest if you're having any difficulty with the behaviors, go to is there a channel on Discord specifically for the game maker? There's the early access channels, which I think most people have access to. I don't think there's a support channel specifically for the game maker.
There is now a EA request channel.
Okay, so you can at least mention what your questions are there, and somebody might be able to help you. And then I would say just it's going to be hard to find specific information this way, but if you go back through our previous videos, we've talked about a lot of these. So, of course, you can always ask about specific ones while we're live, and maybe in a couple weeks we'll or maybe even next week we'll plan to do an overview, like a live overview, kind of an AMA of the behaviors, just so you know what each one does. It's really easy for me to like chat about it. It's a lot more. There's a lot of like thought into writing a script and producing a video that that people are going to be watching for the next year or two. That you want to make sure you get all the facts just right and you explain them clearly and succinctly, whereas I can kind of ramble on when I'm live. It's not so much fun to watch a YouTube video like that if you're trying to find specific information, like what does this thing do? So let's do it next Wednesday. If you can be around next Wednesday, and we'll save the video too, so you can always watch it. Next Wednesday, the same time of stream, we'll just discuss each behavior, and I can answer questions about it, but we'll explain what they do basically and kind of what the controls on them are. I think we can cover most of that in an hour and probably even go through some of the components. So that'll be some useful info. So if you're interested in learning the Game Maker, make sure to tune in next week, or at least find the replay. So what were we doing? We were doing ground prey. He moves as fast as possible. He goes after coins for food. Food value should just be 1, I believe, because that's how much hunger your asset earns when it eats a target. I think I think the tooltip is a little confusing there, but it's how much hunger is reduced by food. Your max hunger that can be reached. Well, I mean, we could set that super high. I don't think it'll kill him if he's hungry. How much hunger your asset loses automatically per second. That sounds backwards. I would say how much hunger increases, or maybe max hunger. I don't know. We'll see what this.
Yeah, like it almost should say just max food. Right?
Yeah, or
And
like
food decrease
fullness.
Yeah, sure.
I need to talk to the guys about the tooltip there, because it is not very clear what those numbers are actually meaning. Why won't you eat? Oh, he turned. Are you gonna eat it? Eat it. Eat it.
Gonna do it.
Just eat
What's
it.
that? Wait, you're
Dude.
looking the wrong way, skeleton. No, it goes over there.
No,
Yeah.
it's right
What
here.
are you gonna do?
Just eat it. Take it. Oh no, sorry. I was trying to give it to you. Just take it. Say Okay, so the NPC behaviors are not liking me right now, and I don't know
Just a
why.
second behind, right? I'm watching the stream as you're doing it, not seeing it like, dead on live, and it's so funny to watch you just shove it straight into your face. Like, just take it. Take the coin.
Just put it in your mouth. I'm wondering if maybe the fountain broadcasting spawn is like confusing it or something. And yeah, we'll try changing the hunger. We'll change the hunger here. Somebody suggested flipping that. So
Eat it, just eat it.
because
Sorry,
it's okay. I was singing too. Those values, like, they make sense to me a certain way, but the tooltip sounds contradictory from what I would expect it to mean. So he's not going after it though. But I know that I've seen these actions work. If you're not going to eat it, I will. So, so let's exit this one. Let's save it first. And let's open up. He's so lazy. Yeah. Yes, Clankers. He's so lazy he won't even eat.
Well, I mean, what does he need to eat for, really? He's a skeleton, right?
Oh, there's BDJ Sync. See, I knew that we saw you on Twitch. I was like, I know this guy. Farm. Nope, doesn't have to be an avatar to eat. Really, the only thing that you have to be an avatar for is to initiate the interaction command. So it's a little confusing if you type in interact. That's okay. If you type in interact for what causes a behavior to happen, only pressing the E key. If we view our controls, only this functions as interact, which makes me wonder, does jump? Can I use jump? I don't think that'll work, but now I'm curious. But I'm distracting myself. So only the player can use the interact command as a message. So the way this was set up is this is a basic platform that is a parent of this message broadcaster, and these are all invisible. So when this moves across each of these spawners, it tells it to spawn a plant, and then this farmer is supposed to go and gather the plant. And this worked before on stream, so I don't know if something updated in 0.2 that I didn't know about. Yeah, he's gonna collect it. It's gonna disappear. Just a second. Yep, there it goes. So he did actually collect that, but it's spawning so fast that it spawned multiples. I can't attack them. So he is collecting. You can tell by the red flashing that's collecting. So for some reason, this works, and on the other one it doesn't. So I have a feeling that possibly something in the logic is blocking there. So I'm gonna have to talk to the game maker team and see what is causing those behaviors to not work correctly, because it should all be the same. We've got a gathering zone, we had walk speed, we had the correct tags. So this is the fun part of being an alpha. We get to find all the bugs. So obviously it's working here, and for some reason it's not working on the other land that we set up, even though it should theoretically be the same. So I think we found a bug. So we got to squash that eventually. Yeah, so let's see what if we put no behavior but left the plant tag. We're going to delete all these. Ooh, not him. So there's only the one thing for him to go after. So if we don't have the plant behavior, because I was thinking maybe the coins need to be a plant behavior, but I think he should just go after. Yep. So it's anything with that tag. It doesn't have to be an actual plant. Which makes me wonder what the plant behavior actually does. Let's see if we do. Damon Voxart, are you asking about this container right here? I did. I think this is yours, right? It says my name because I uploaded it for testing. It does act. It sort of works.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a really beautiful asset. Let's take a look at it. I think this is the one that works best. So I explained all this stuff to Camilo. So Damon VoxEdit, you should get the feedback on changes to make to this to make it work better. And then there's some stuff that we'll have to check out later, but we'll not take up too much time on the stream for that. So yeah, I guess I'll have to look into this some more, and then maybe so next week we're gonna talk about the behaviors, but maybe we'll have a solution for that also. I don't know how quickly we'll be able to resolve that problem, but I will send that over to the coding guys, and we will take a look at it. So this is from one of our creator fund. Damon VoxEdit is in our creator fund. You see him in the Twitch chat right now, and he put this together. So we're gonna have you make it a little bit bigger, and I gave all those specs to Camilo, so he'll give you that feedback. It might actually be on your tracking sheet already, and you can actually walk inside. And there's collision. You can see there's a little bit of clipping, and that's just because it's a little bit on the short side. So we're just gonna make it a little bit bigger, and you can fit an adult in here also, and they can walk through the base, and then also with the adult, when they stand up on here, their head goes through the top a little bit. But very cool asset, and we're gonna have to figure some things out with the animation. So we can chat about that, not on the stream, but our creator fund people are doing amazing things, and I've mentioned this before. Let's see, is there a magic one? Is it here? Here. Check these guys out. I've pulled in a few. Let's see if there's any other good ones. If you are looking around on the Sandbox website and you see an asset on the marketplace and you're like, I really want to see that on stream because that looks really cool, send us the link in the chat and we will add it to the game maker and you'll be able to check it out. Because there is lots of cool stuff on there, and you should definitely get a chance to see that in the game maker. So I think that's I did these. They're too small. I need to redo these because they're like tiny. I feel kind of dumb. I made them and I was like, wait a minute. It looked okay in VoxEdit, and I'm supposed to be more on top of this kind of stuff, but I was in a rush and it was like 3 a.m. and I was like, it looks good. And then I put it in the game maker and I'm like, these are the world's smallest wooden pallets.
They're not 4 feet wide or whatever, right?
They're 1 meter.
Oh yeah, sure.
So they're like a little bit undersized. I mean, that's okay, but they look tiny to me. Like I feel like they should be bigger.
Yeah, it would only have to be maybe like 20% bigger to be accurate. They're pretty good.
Yeah,
they're serviceable.
I like the detail on them. I was like very happy with the way the texture came out, and I was like, these are beautiful. Yeah, ship it.
Nice.
And then I was like, that's too small. So even I make mistakes. Not often, but
Nice. So I wanted to put something in the chat here after our conversation that we had this week with Arthur and Sebastian and the whole team. We talked about with the staff a little bit of the Sandbox Game Fund, which is forever now known as the Foundation Fund. So if you're looking at our white paper, or if you looked at the Binance research article, you'll see something about the Foundation Fund. And now that sand exists and it's out there in the wild, it's important for people to know that every time you transfer sand back and forth in a sale of any kind of asset or land or something like that, you're helping generate new revenue for the fund. A good portion of the sand transactions help fund the foundation, and that foundation is made for people who are interested in what we're doing right now. So if you're a game creator and you haven't already been approved for the fund, as time goes along and more sand is spent, more money will be unlocked for big game creation, small game creation, asset creation, and all sorts of things. So if you're a creative type and you want to apply for the Sandbox Game Fund, We're a little bit backlogged on the screening for that fund right now. However, it's always a worthwhile venture to put in your app. Grants go out for small amounts, medium-sized amounts of money, and larger fund amounts for bigger game studios. So if you have a fully fleshed out idea with a bunch of concept art, it's possible that you could get a larger scale grant to help fund your work.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we've got. I think that foundation goes both to the Creator Fund and the Game Maker Fund, correct? I believe that was my
so. Yes,
that was my
exactly.
understanding.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so it is two separate programs. You've got fund.sandbox.game is how you apply to the Creator Fund, which is making assets. You don't have to be an animator. You do have to be able to make voxel art. And be able to show in a portfolio that you can do that. And there's a paid test. So when you apply, show us what you can do. We are looking specifically for voxel art, but if you do pixel art also, we enjoy that. And 3D art in general. Those are the best things to have in your portfolio to catch our interest. And then there's the paid test where you will get 5 assignments, which is about half of what we normally ask for in a month for people who are just starting out in the Creator Fund. And you've got 2 weeks to do the 5 assignments. If you do well on the test, then you'll be able to join the Creator Fund and learn all the specific details about how that operation goes. You'll get put in a team, and you will be able to actually publish the assets that you make in the test. So those assets that we ask you to make, they're not just like wasted work. You get paid for it. They can get put on the marketplace, and then you can earn the income from the sales of those assets that you put on the marketplace. So I just put the new test together a couple weeks ago, and I really wanted to make sure that this test was like worth everybody's time. So you learn a lot of cool stuff. You can get really involved, and so that's fund.sandbox.game, how you join that program. And then if you're interested in what Joseph was describing as the Game Maker Fund, where you work in the Game Maker and you don't have to be able to build voxel art because you can use assets. We can either pair you with people from the Creator Fund who can make assets for you. You can hire somebody with the funding that you get to make the game. You can just buy assets off the marketplace, So you think about how you want to get the assets, or if you want to make the assets, whether you're going to be able to animate them or not. And do your game pitch, and that is gamefund.sandbox.game. So that is those are the two main programs right now, and we've got a lot of really exciting talent coming up through that, and it's amazing to see what people are working on. So let's move the camera in on this so you can see this cool bubbling surface. And let's do the last giveaway because we're actually running late. I did not realize we were 15 minutes past. So we are going to start giveaway. So type in !fountain into the chat on twitch.tv/thesandboxgame. And let's see, where are my camera controls? Are they in? They're in the new avatar component. Avatar input configuration. Orbiter distance. Let's put that at like a 2. And 2. So it doesn't go flying out. And we're going to make the avatar invisible. So yes, the only assets I made on this was the palettes, which I think I removed. So these are all assets from our Creator Fund that are on screen right now, except for, I think, the farmer and the golden cup is from Tybalt, who is like our art director. I'm not sure that's his official title. I think that's what we call him. The titles here are a little loose because everybody kind of just works on what they're good at and how they can contribute. So some titles are more set in stone than others. Let's see. I was going to make her invisible. That's what I was doing. Let's see. There. So now the view should be a little bit closer. And now you can see, it's kind of hard to see with the light. It's actually easier to see if if we put it in the shade. So there's not so much sunlight shining on it. You can hear me rolling, even though I'm invisible. There we go. So they animated little bubbles for your brewing cauldron of whatever
Oh yeah.
magic this is. Little bubbles popping in there. So there's that. There's this amazing. I mean, this, as soon as this is available to buy on the marketplace, is like the first thing I'm going to purchase. This is from one of our Felice, one of our Creator Fund members, and she's been around with us for almost as long as I've been here, almost 2 years, I think. Great use of the rigging system to offset all these assets, and she made the paper thin by kind of putting it in the table, rotating things around. I believe this cannon is Benjiro's. I think so, because he's got, I can kind of tell by people's style, because Benji does like a dithering. He's a pixel artist mainly, so he does kind of like a dithering effect on his shading. I'm pretty sure this is one of his. This one, the shield, is that Toby? I might be wrong. Who did this? Nessie. Nessie is actually won the giant, was it a 12 by 12 land for the first VoxEdit competition?
Nice.
Nessie was our first competition winner before she joined the Creator Fund, and now she's with us in the Creator Fund and doing some super detailed, awesome assets like that. And this is from one of our newer artists. Who did this one? Baba Zing. Baba Zing did this, and this is animated actually. So it's got a whole bunch of different animation states. I don't have an easy way to play all of them right now, except by making it a door, and you wouldn't really be able to see because we'd be so close. But it's got different states with no smoke. Or I guess steam probably is what it would be. It's got, or I guess if it's a coal train, would it be steam or smoke? Or I guess it would be both. The steam stays inside. I don't know anything about trains, so I know that this is coal back here, which I guess technically wouldn't you need someplace to put the coal? I get maybe it would go in there. This almost looks like electronic controls for a steam train. But again, I don't know what I'm talking about. So this is animated. The wheels move. The arms here move with them correctly, and these little puffs come out and are animated, which is really cool the way he set it up. So this will be a really interesting, snowy train track feature that you could put in a land. So just some little examples from the Creator Fund. Definitely go and check out sandbox.games/shop to see what's up there. And if you see something you like, bookmark the link, and next time we're streaming, send it in the chat, and we will add it to the Game Maker and check it out. So let's end this last giveaway. The winner is Level TV, Levi 1 TV, maybe one or the other. Congratulations. And let's see who won one of the last few Sand Fountain NFTs I have to give away. Let's see here. Got a 6-sided die. Do you want to roll it? You got to roll it up on the desk, okay? So first person who won would be 1 and 2. Second person would be 3 and 4. And third person would be 5 and 6. So can you go ahead and roll that on the counter or on the desk? Roll it right there. Not put it down, roll it. You got to go like this. Shake it and then drop it like that. Okay. Felicity's going to roll it. And it is a 4. I should have had her say that because she knows her numbers. So the person who won in the middle, I believe that was Scumbag Squirrel,
Yes.
is won a Sand Fountain NFT. So Everybody who won, make sure to whisper to the Vision X or leave your whispers open so he can contact you, and give your Ethereum wallet address. And if you have a Binance wallet, you do need a different kind of wallet to accept the NFT. So you need like MetaMask or Bitski or something that can accept ERC20 tokens. Did I get that right? ERC20?
ERC 1155.
1155. ERC20 is the sand.
Yes, non-fungible tokens is what we're looking for.
I'm learning gradually. So thank you everybody for watching. Remember, next week, same time on Wednesday, we are going to do kind of a primer on behaviors. We'll go through each option that we can have for behaviors and discuss what they do. If I can click on it, where'd it go? I minimized it. So we'll go through what each of these are and some of the options for them. And if we have time, we'll cover components also. Also, make sure to come back on Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern time, to revisit Wizzy. And we did successfully change his squirrel back into a cat as our quest and as a winning quest. So that was cool. It only took us forever to get that working, but we did it. And maybe, I'm not promising, but maybe we will do Wizzy as a giveaway on Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that minted in time, but I'm going to try. If not, we'll do another sand fountain, and then hopefully next week we'll have Wizzy. But that is going to be the wizard, the blue wizard Wizzy is going to be our new stream exclusive giveaway. So those will be very hard to get a hold of because they are never going to be on sale. They are only going to be given away through streams and special events, and I'm going to try to keep a list so everybody who wins one can only win it once. So extra specials. So thank you everybody for watching. Have fun in the chat for the next couple minutes. Play nice. Be safe and healthy, and we will see you on Saturday.
Thank you.